As you can see, I've just made a brand new character. All I've done so far is name her Jessica, after my first cat when I was a child. What I'm going to do now is distribute the available points so that we can get her to max level as quickly as possible. Now max level is around about level 272, I think, and that gives you the ability to get all of the perks in the game. The way we do this, put intelligence on 10. Put your luck on 5 because we want to take advantage of Idiot Savant. Now a lot of people say keep intelligence on 1. You actually get more XP overall if you have your intelligence maxed out. And we're going to improve our intelligence even more by putting our perception on 6. This enables you to get the perk Night Person, and then when we're going to be leveling up and getting our XP, we're going to do it between the hours of 6 PM and 6 AM, and you can get, I think it's a bonus 3 points on your intelligence for that, which really improves your XP. I'm going to put the final 3 points in endurance, just so that we can run without running out of action points. So that's the way we set up our character. I'm going to pause the video now and I'll come back a little bit later and show you how to actually level the character. And we're going to do all of this, we're going to get to max stats before you even go and speak to Codsworth. So I'm going to pause and I'll see you back here in just a moment.
All right, apart with you, because I want to get pregnant again.
Sir, Mum, you should come and see this.
Codsworth? What's wrong?
We're gonna be okay. I love you.
Oh my God!
As you can see, we're just coming into Sanctuary, and I'm not even going to bother going and talking to Codsworth. There he is up there. He might spot me, but I'm going to go straight over here to my workshop, and I'm going to click on it, and now I can start creating things. Now let me just exit out of here. What I need is that duct tape right there. I'm going to take that, and I need that oil can right there. And I've already picked up some bottles when I was in the vault, so they're the things that I've got. I'm now going to dump all of my stuff. I'll just go into my workshop. Whoops, I need to do that. I want to transfer. I don't know why the hell this rubbish is in here. There's some oil in there already, I didn't know that. But I'm just going to take everything out of here. So I'll take all, and I'm going to drop a couple of things on the floor. So if I just go to my inventory, that's my junk. Okay, I'm going to drop on the floor those bottles that I picked up. So there they are, drop those. And also the duct tape, and also the oil. Now, this oil was already in my my workstation, but I expected to just use this oil can. Never mind. And the rest of the stuff I'm going to put in this little toolbox right here. And the only reason I'm doing this is it just makes everything a little bit tidier. So I'm going to let her keep some clothes. So let's get my vault suit, and I guess I'll let her keep a wedding ring. So that's everything that I need from there. Let's just get dressed. Inventory. Okay, right, at this stage you want to go to your workshop and select the bottle and scrap it. Select the duct tape and scrap that. We're going to get a decent cloth, and then the oil, we want to scrap that too, but here we're going to take advantage of a glitch in the game. On the Xbox, you're going to hold down X and then you're going to slide your finger over to B, like this. And you see the two windows there. I'm still holding B. I'm going to press A to scrap the oil, and then I'm going to press A again to store the oil. So I've doubled that oil. I'm just going to select the next one, hold down X, slide across to B. Okay, it didn't work that time. There we go. And that's doubled. Same thing on this one. Just select it, hold down X, slide across, yes and yes. Hold down X, slide over to B, yes and yes. Now sometimes it doesn't work. If it doesn't duplicate, it doesn't matter, just do it again. So once that's done, go over to your workstation, transfer, and take all. Now this is the reason you want to empty everything from here, because it's easier to take all with one button than it is to sort through the stuff. So once again, go into my inventory, go to my junk and drop everything on the floor. And now access your building workshop menu, select the item, and then just double it again. Now, it only takes a few minutes of doing this for you to get up to hundreds of thousands of these 4 items. So, here we go. I'm just going to do it a couple of times because it goes so quickly. I'm going to exit that, go back to my station. We can see we've already got 28 glass. Next time we're going to double that again, so it's going to go 56, then again, then again, then again. So these double so quickly. So I don't know why I walk over here. Just you can actually stay in the same place and do it. Now it's a shame that when these drop, they don't all drop in just one bundle. But you get like little bunches. So we've got 2 bunches of glass here, so that one's doubled to 28, and so is that one. And these oils. See that I caught Y on my slide across, which is why she did that little jump. And now that didn't work, so I'm not going to scrap that. I'm going to cancel. I'm going to go again. We want to see both the menus. So there we go. Back over here, and then transfer. You can see we've got 56 glass already. I'm going to take everything. And I'm just going to pause the video for a moment here. I'm going to do this for another 5 or 10 minutes, and then I'll show you what kind of resources that I've got after that amount of time. I've been crafting for probably about 15 minutes now. I've completely stopped duplicating my glass and my oil because I've got about 250,000 of each. I'm just now duplicating the adhesive and the cloth because I only started with one of those from that duct tape, so it took a little bit longer to get started. But I just wanted to give you a quick tip. On the floor here, I've just dropped this, and as you can see the first one, that's 17,000. The next one is just one adhesive. And if I scroll through them, you can see the various amounts. So that first one is worth duplicating. And this one here is 8,000, that one there is 1,000. So I'm going to duplicate this last but one and the very first one. So let's go into the menu. So that first one, see, that's 17,000 doubled. I'm not going to bother duplicating any of those, and I'm going to duplicate this one. And then I'm just going to pick these up. So, see that come up with a massive number there. That's just a fault. Because this is just a little bit quicker, and the duplication thing doesn't always work. Now I didn't check these, but this is my cloth. And as we duplicate, we can see I've just got an extra 14,000 of those. An extra 3,000 on that one. 1,000 there. And this duplication is going really well. I think I do this a bit different to most other people. I hold down X, so I've got my thumb on X now, and all I do is very quickly slide across to B, and then I keep my thumb on B, like that. And then I kind of like just flex my thumb in order to press the A button, so I do it all with my thumb. I don't bother using my other hand, just slide across. I missed it that time. Slide across, double press A. Sometimes I'm just going to escape out of this one. Sometimes I catch Y on the way across, and this happens. I do a little jump, but normally it's fine. So I'm just going to go back into my bench here. You can see I've got 96,000 adhesive, 84,000 cloth, and a stupid amount of glass and oil. So I'm going to do the adhesive and cloth. I'm just going to leave it at that. If when I'm crafting I start to get low, I can duplicate again. So from this stage, I want to exit this. There we go. I still haven't spoken to Codsworth. He's over there. And I'm going to run down the hill. This is why spending those last few points in your agility was important, so you run a bit quicker. And we get down towards the bridge here. Now on the right, not that house, but this one, behind this house, is your crafting station that you need. So I'm going to go through here. And we need this crafting station. So you can move it if you want to. But before I start crafting on the crafting station, I'm just going to put on the floor. Oh, and I'm outside of the build zone. So this is right on the edge of the build zone. So I'm just going to make, there we go. And I'm going to create a bed, just using a piece of my cloth. Whoops. So there we go. I'm going to pop one sleeping bag on the floor. There we are. And there's a couple of reasons for this. The first one is after you've slept, you get the well rested perk, which gives you a bonus. I think it's 10% bonus on your XP. So do that before you start crafting anything. But also, sorry guys, without realising there, I ran out of room on my phone to record videos. So I've been levelling up on my own without you. So there's a couple of things I was going to say. I just want to reiterate these. We want to make sure it's between 6 PM and 6 AM, and the reason for that is because we can use the night person perk. If I just pop into my stats here, I'm level 14 at the moment, which has happened in the past 15 minutes. And in perception, you can go down here, you can see that I've got night person, and that gives me plus, well, the one I've got gives me plus 2 intelligence, but when I get to level 25, I can have plus 3 intelligence, which gives me more XP. And I've also got Idiot Savant, and where I am at the moment gives me 5 times the XP for any action, and that's random. Now it does say it kicks in more often if you've got low intelligence, but I mean, there's a couple of people that have tested this, and if you have max intelligence, and also with this perk right here, you get more XP from that than you do from this with low intelligence. So it's best to have the intelligence as high as you can get it, and then Idiot Savant still works, it still kicks in. So let's exit out of this. Back over to my station, and what you didn't see is a chemistry station behind the house, and all I'm creating are Molotov cocktails. So at the moment, with my stats as they are, it's giving me 15 points each one. You'll probably get, I think it's 13 points before you have those couple of little boosts that you get there from the night person, and also from having your stats max. And then every now and again, if I just unmute, every now and again it's going to make that Idiot Savant noise, and you'll know then that I've just got 5 times the amount that I normally would. So I'm going to spam a few of these. I can't remember what level we're at. We're almost at the next level, so I'll just very quickly... There we go. So that gets us up to the next level. So that's 15. So I want to show you how quickly this works. So from 15 to 16, you can time it if you want to. Alright, started to lag. If it starts going slow, just press back and then go straight back in and just carry on. So press the back button until it gets to the point where you click on grenades again, and then just carry on from where you were. So there we go. Starting to lag, back, and then straight back in to the crafting. I think that's probably enough to level. Yeah, there we go. It kind of takes a while to catch up with you, so we're now on... let's get out of the station. So we've got 5 more points that we can use. We're on level 16. It doesn't really matter where you put these. Let's have a look. I mean, my luck is maxed out. I could probably put some of these in strength, and then I can carry things a little bit more easily. I mean, we're going to max everything anyway, so it really doesn't matter. The most important ones are Idiot Savant and Night Person. Make sure when you get to level 25 you add another one in here, because that improves your intelligence, you get a bit more XP. I'm not sure whether the next thing on here will have any bearing at all, because the bonus for getting the next level is that it triggers this 3 times XP for all kills for a short period of time, but we're not killing anything, and I don't think it affects how often it triggers, so you don't really need to put any more in there. But we are going to max this out, so I'm just going to go and tell you, I'm going to put mine on endurance, because if I need to run, there we go, so I've got max endurance now. If I need to run, I'm not going to run out of my sprint quite so quickly. So I'm now going to come out of the video. We've got to level, whatever it was, I can't remember, 15, I think it was 15. So I'm just going to pop out of here and have a look at how long I've spent doing that. So bear in mind that you spend about 30 minutes before you leave the vault, especially if you take time to create your character like I did. I skipped the cutscene, so I've seen it before, but I did spend time creating my character's face. So it was about 30 minutes before I left the vault. I then spent probably 15, 20 minutes duplicating all those materials before I went down and started creating. So that, I've been 1 hour and 23 minutes and I'm level 16. So that's not bad to get to level 16. And I mean, probably about 40 minutes, 45 minutes are spent actually leveling. The rest of it was all the stuff you need to do in preparation. So I'm going to pause the video. I'm going to do some more button bashing. I'm going to watch some YouTube channels. I'm going to eat some lunch, read a book. All the time I'll have the controller in my hand and I'm going to be thumping the A button, making Molotov cocktails, and I'm going to do that for the rest of the day. And I'll start recording that again a little bit later on the day when I've reached one of the higher levels, just to show you how things are going. So I'll see you soon. Hi guys, welcome back. As you can see, I've moved. I got bored, so I moved my chemistry station and my sleeping bag up here. I also went and spoke to Codsworth, which is why he doesn't have the little green icon over his head. We went and cleared the neighbourhood, I had a bit of a walk around. So I've spent about half an hour not crafting. The rest of the time I have been diligently pressing that A button whilst doing other things. So I've been watching YouTube, been going through my phone, doing various different bits and bobs whilst pressing A. So although I've been doing it, I could have been doing it a lot faster. And also if I had a controller that had an auto fire function or something like that, I could have been doing it automatically. So I'm still crafting. Before you start crafting, you do want to make sure that it's night time after 6 o'clock, so that's good. So I'm going to pop in, and because I've now put some more stats into my night person thing, you'll see that when I make a Molotov cocktail, I'm getting 15 XP for each one. I think when you start you get 12 or 13, and you get a little bit more if you can get your intelligence higher. I'm now at a very high level, but I want to show you how quickly the progress bar goes up. So you can see where it is. I'm just going to spam a few of these. You can see it still goes up pretty fast. And if the idiot savant kicks in, it'll go a little bit quicker. A few more. There we go. I know, it does kick in quite often. So you can see there, I've just got a reasonable percentage of that bar increased in just a few presses, so it really doesn't take long if you're focused and you're doing it quick. I've spent a long time doing this today because I've been sat doing other things and I've been pressing the button really quite slowly. However, in that time, I've managed to get to level, let's have a look, 113. And you can see the progress bar is still going up quickly. So if we go over to my perk chart, I've got a couple of perks to use. I've maxed out all of the top section. I've maxed out all of the look section. And I've done various other places. I've got maxed out on science and some other different bits, my agility points, my strong back. I maxed out night person, so I'm getting +3 on my intelligence at night. I'm now working down, I've done pickpocket, you can see there. I'm now working down the charisma column. And this is the next one, so there we go. Now I can build my stores and workstations at my workshop settlements. So this one will be next, my party girl. So I'm just going to max out everything, but I've been doing this for a while, probably about 7 or 8 hours. I want to go and play with this character now, so I'm going to go and play with this character for a while. I might come back and do some more leveling later. So I'm going to exit out so we can see exactly how long I've been doing this for. And it is worth saying that, there's my reflection. It is worth saying that I've not been, let me just mute. It's worth saying that I've not been doing this as fast as I could do it. I could be hitting this button a hell of a lot faster, but I've just been pressing it quite idly with the controller in my hand while I've been doing other things. And if you can get a controller with an auto fire, and it's going to do it for you automatically. So you can see that's level 113. It's been 7 hours and 46 minutes. So I'd say roughly 7 hours, because those 46 minutes, you spend about half an hour before you even leave the vault. I spent about 15 minutes crafting materials, duplicating them, and then the rest of the time I spent actually making those Molotov cocktails, minus about half an hour where I moved things around and did the little mission with Codsworth. So about 6.5 hours of idly pressing the button whilst being focused on other things, and I'm on level 113. I'm pretty sure if I'd have spent that amount of time focused on the screen, pressing the button as fast as I can, I'd be a lot further along than I am at the moment. But that's as far as I'm going to go. I'm going to upload the video at this stage. You just need to keep repeating that, and if you get to about level 272, you can max out everything and buy every single perk. Now, if you do that before you even start the game and speak to Codsworth, you can start in survival mode, get your character all maxed out, and then play the game in survival mode without it being incredibly infuriating in the early stages where you get killed really quickly. So that is how to max your character. I'm recording this video on the 22nd of February 2017, and that duplication trick is still working. I'm on Xbox One, but I'm pretty sure it also works on the PlayStation 2. If you're playing this on the PC, you can just spawn anything wherever you like, so you don't need these little cheats. But what's important here is that's a glitch in the game, so I'm not doing any cheats or mods to change the game from its basic format, so I still get my achievements. So you can do this, stick it on survival mode and get all those glorious Xbox achievements and impress your friends. So that's it. I'm going to go and play with Jessica and have some fun in the game, and when I can be bothered, I'll go and do some more crafting of Molotov cocktails and continue leveling her up. So please like, and please subscribe, and please comment, and I'll be leaving some more videos on this channel all about little tricks you can do in Fallout 4. Bye bye.